Hello friends, good evening. एक बार फिर से we are here on this Sunday evening at 10 p.m. I hope you are having a fantastic new year. नया साल, yes, almost 1 month is over in the new year. And I'm sure all of you have decided so many new things. You have planned so many good things in the new year. So when the new year has already come in, I'm 100% sure that you have started working on your goals, on your desires, the things that you want to achieve in the new year. And I'm sure in whatever things you want to achieve in the new year, for professionals like you, for working professionals like you, one of the topmost in those goals will be grow in your career. Isn't it so? You want to grow in your career. So, hello everyone. My name is Dhritiman Chakravarti, and who am I? I'm an author, an ITD certified trainer, and an ICF certified life and executive coach. So, yes, I love to talk about career. I love to work with people, helping them in growing in their career. So, with that in mind, today we want to talk about one more topic related to your career, and a topic which will help you to strengthen certain skill sets which are needed to become a better professional, and thereby the skill which will help you to grow in your career to your desired level. So before we begin today's session, uh, एक चीज आपसे पूछना है मुझे. Now, in your personal life, do you have a friend, ऐसा कोई दोस्त आपके लाइफ में जो थोड़ा सा डिस्टर्बिंग है? इसका मतलब ऐसा होगा कि मेरे लाइफ में ऐसे बहुत सारे दोस्त मेरे को मिले हैं over the last so many years in my life, and there are some friends जो थोड़ा अलग टाइप के हैं. And what I mean by saying that they're a little bit different, there are friends who uh, questions my decisions a lot. There are friends who suggest certain things which is completely different from the things that I want to do. And there are friends who sometimes find faults in whatever I'm trying to say, in whatever I'm trying to do. Well, I'm sure कि आपके लाइफ में भी uh, इस तरह के दोस्त होंगे, राइट? मे बी नेचर थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट होगा. So we normally call these type of people as difficult people. Now the question is, do they only exist in your personal life? Not really, right? They do exist in our personal life as well as in our professional life, right? एंड वही हमारा आज का डिस्कशन का टॉपिक है कि व्हेन इट कम्स टू योर प्रोफेशनल लाइफ, एंड जब आपको इस तरह के कोई बंदे मिले प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में, पीपल हु आर वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू डील विथ, आप और हम किस तरह से इस सिचुएशन के साथ डील करेंगे, उस बंदे के साथ किस तरह से डील करेंगे, दैट्स द क्वेश्चन दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस टुडे. And as I always request all of you, that in case you have anything to share, in case you have any experience to share, and I'm sure you'll be having certain experiences of dealing with difficult people in your life, then please आगे बढ़िए and comment में डालिए, हम लोग उसके बारे में डिस्कशन करेंगे. Okay, so with that, let us start today's discussion. Now, again, when I'm starting today's discussion, let me share some of my professional experiences as far as dealing with this kind of people. And one of these people used to be one of my boss in a previous organization that I used to work. And well, this person used to question whatever idea that I come up with. Now, question is a good thing, but then this person, the tendency of this particular person was always to negate the idea that I come up with. So, मेरे को अगर कोई idea आता है कि I think that if we do this, then this will be very beneficial for the organization. This person will be telling me multiple reasons why that will not work. Normally, what do you expect from your boss? That, well, your ideas may not work every time, but थोड़ा सा सपोर्ट, थोड़ा सा प्रोत्साहन मिलना चाहिए कि ऐसे नहीं, आप ऐसे सोचो, right? When somebody negates your idea, you also expect that that person will be giving you some sort of suggestion कि किस तरह से सोचना चाहिए. But in this case, I never used to get that kind of a suggestion. However, I used to get questioned and all my ideas were getting negated. Plus, what also used to happen is this person used to blame me for mistakes done by others. So it was very targeted. Now, during those days, it was the starting of my career, and I didn't have much of guts to say anything against that person. होता है ना, मतलब जब आप शुरू करते हो, शुरू में जब आपका जॉब लाइफ जब चालू होता है, तब थोड़ा सा आप भी डरे हुए रहते हो, मतलब बॉस से आर्गुमेंट किस तरह से कर सकते हैं. Then over the years, when you gain experience, when you become mature as a professional, then you know how to talk to your boss, how to discuss. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप झगड़ते हो बॉस के साथ, इसका मतलब है आप प्रोफेशनली बात करते हो, प्रोफेशनली अपना पॉइंट रखना सीखते हो over the years, right? That's what happens. So I used to face that situation, and for me, that boss was a very difficult person to deal with. Now, yes, ये तो गया बॉस की बात. Now, I also had a colleague, in fact, a few colleagues in my previous experiences, but one particular colleague, इनको मैं जब भी हेल्प के लिए पूछता था, मतलब certain things that I didn't know how to do it, and I used to approach this person, क्या आप थोड़ा सा हेल्प कर सकते हो, मदद कर सकते हो? मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है अभी, आप नहीं देख रहा हूं मैं बिजी हूं, चलो बाद में आओ. I'm so busy right now, man, don't disturb me. Well, okay, I understand. Okay, you're busy. So I go to that person one more time. Well, this time again, the person says the same thing. Well, I'm busy, I don't have any time. So I thought, yes, this person may be really, really too busy in his work. I wanted to share my ideas with this person because this person was there in the organization for a very long time. He has got so much of experience of how the things worked in that organization. So I wanted to share my thoughts, my ideas, my opinions, and उनका suggestion मुझे लेना था so that मैं अपने ideas को ठीक तरह से change कर सकूं, right? But then this person was never available for me. He was always busy in his own things. And what I also experienced, that even this person used to take credit for some of my work. That means some of the ideas that I have given to the organization, this person, when I went to this person, he said that I don't have any time to discuss with you, but he actually copied that idea and then presented to the management. And later on, he started working on that. I was taken aback. अरे सरप्राइज हो गया था, क्या हो रहा है, ये तो मेरा आइडिया था, मैंने डिस्कस किया था इनके साथ, but now it is being presented as his idea. So for me, that colleague was a very very difficult colleague. क्या आपके साथ इस तरह के circumstances हुए हैं, कि आपके साथ क्या आपको इस तरह के experiences हुए हैं? Did you have similar kind of experience, or maybe of different nature, but have you dealt with people who are difficult to deal with in your professional life? If yes, then put it on the comment box and we will discuss about that also. Now, do you also feel कि इस तरह के लोग, they become a roadblock for your growth within the organization? And have you felt that way ever, that because of this particular person आप ग्रो नहीं कर पाए उतना जितना होना चाहिए था ग्रोथ आपके लाइफ में, आपके कैरियर में? Yes, it actually happens sometimes. Sometimes this kind of people become a real roadblock in your growth journey. It does happen. But remember that in whatever industry you are working in, कोई भी इंडस्ट्री में आप काम करते रहो, I'm sure that इस तरह के बंदों से आपको कभी ना कभी तो मुलाकात होगा, एंड कभी कभी इस तरह के बंदों के साथ आपको काम करना ही पड़ेगा. कोई भी इंडस्ट्री ले लो, even if it is your own business, you're still going to deal with this kind of difficult people. So that's why it is so very important to learn to know what to do and how to deal with this kind of people who are difficult to deal with. So आज हम लोग उसी के बारे में बात करेंगे. आज हम लोग बात करेंगे 5 ways to deal with difficult people at work. Now these 5 ways that we are talking about, this is something that I have read in some books. This is something that I have experienced myself. And this is something that I have learned from my mentors, from the leaders that I have worked with. Well, I had the opportunity of working with some great industry leaders. Thanks to them for teaching me so many things, which today I'm in a position to share with all of you. And believe me, when I'm sharing with all of you, it also reminds me, मुझे भी reminder आता है कि मुझे क्या करना चाहिए, right? ऐसा नहीं है कि I don't deal with difficult people. I have to deal with difficult people as well. So this is a reminder to me as well, that what to do when I get along with this kind of difficult people. Okay, now the first thing first, the पहला चीज जो आपको करना है when you meet with a difficult person and when you want to deal with that particular person. So first चीज जो आपको याद रखना चाहिए, actually करना नहीं चाहिए, मतलब याद रखना चाहिए, that you are not the boss. So what does it mean? Normally ये देखा जाता है कि जब आप अगर मैनेजर हो and आपके टीम में there is a person who is difficult to deal with, it might be easier for you to deal with that person by using your authority, right? Not always, but yes, it helps to a certain extent. The situation becomes difficult when the person is either a superior to you or at your level, your colleague at the same level. Then it becomes a little difficult to deal with. So उन दोनों सिचुएशन में आपको ये याद रखना पड़ेगा कि you are not the boss of that person And therefore, don't try to impose your idea on that other person. उनको आप नसीहत देने की कोशिश मत कीजिए, ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए, वैसा करना चाहिए। ओके, आप जो ये जिस तरह से बात करते हो वो गलत है, आप जो मुझे टाइम नहीं देते हो वो गलत है, आप जो चिल्ला के बात करते हो और मुझे काम करने का मौका नहीं मिलता है, आई डोंट गेट, I'm not able to concentrate on my work because you're shouting near to my desk. Don't give that gyan to that person. That will not work. So that's why I'm saying you are not the boss here. So don't think that I'm the boss. मैं decide करूंगा उनको किस तरह से काम करना चाहिए. No, don't think that way. What you should rather be doing is focus on your work and lead by example. If the other person is shouting, always shouts while talking to other people, you focusing on your work and lead by example, showing that, well, how to talk in a professional way. You follow that. And with that, there is a high possibility when the person sees you that your tone, your way of talking is so professional, slowly and gradually that person will change. हो सकता है उससे भी काम ना बने, उसके लिए दूसरे तरीके हैं, right? Well, so that's what we are saying, that is the first thing that you should be doing. Hey, hi Shashi, good evening, thank you for dropping the comment there. Thank you so much for being here. Yes friends, so that's the first thing that you should be doing is first of all, believe and know, remind yourself that you are not the boss. What is the second thing that you should be doing? Avoid communication through email. किसी के साथ आपका बनता नहीं है. Somebody is very difficult to deal with. Now you are writing an email to that person, everything you want to communicate in email. Well, रुक जाइए. email communication यहाँ पे काम नहीं करेगा to deal with that difficult person. So what you need to do is you need to handle things either through a phone call or through face to face. Now किस लिए ये जरूरी होता है? Because जब आप डिफिकल्ट किसी से डील करते हो, उस डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन को हैंडल करने के लिए कभी कभी your tone of voice, your emotions comes in helping you. आप अगर शांति से बात करोगे उस बंदे के साथ, हो सकता है कि उनका लेवल ऑफ whatever you say, the anger, उनका जो बिहेवियर है वो थोड़ा सा चेंज हो जाए. बट इफ इट इज ओनली ईमेल कम्युनिकेशन, पॉसिबली वो इमोशन दिखेगा नहीं उनको जो आप दिखाना चाहते हो, जो आपका टोन ऑफ वॉइस उनको बताना चाहते हो टू पैसिफाई दैट पर्सन, दैट विल नॉट बी विजिबल. Well, what Shashi is saying, there's 75% possibility to get work done in a polite way. Yes, Shashi. So that's true. Most of the times that works. Now, there are cases, as you rightly pointed out, that 1 out of 4 cases it might not work. उसके भी तरीके हैं. And there are certain things आपको तरीके ढूंढने नहीं है. It's a part and parcel of life. Professional life as well as personal life, right? Yeah. Hi Rakesh, nice to see you there. So, हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं कि try to handle things on face to face. Now, अगर मान लीजिए आपको ईमेल भेजना ही the only option, हो सकता है this difficult person lives in a different geography, जिनके साथ आप face to face discussion नहीं कर सकते हो. सबसे पहले तो फोन ट्राई कीजिए उस केस में भी. Try to have a telephonic discussion. राइट? इफ वो भी पॉसिबल नहीं, आप बोलो कोई चारा नहीं है, खाली ईमेल ही लिखना है, देन बिफोर यू क्लिक ऑन द सेंड बटन, रीड द ईमेल मल्टीपल टाइम्स अलाउड. जब आप जोर से पढ़ते हो, खुद को सुनाते हो वो ईमेल, आपको पता चलेगा कि ये सुनने वालों को कैसा सुनेगा. सो उसमें टोन में कुछ चेंज करना जरूरत है क्या? वेदर the language that you're using, do you need to change that language so that उस situation जो create हुआ है with that difficult person, your communication should help to calm down the heated situation, and it should not add fuel to that particular flame. So that's why it is very important to reread. So Shashi is saying we are just required to convince them by our approach that we are to help and support them. Yes, at the end of the day, it becomes your thing, how you deal with the situation, because you don't have any control on the other person, right? Thank you for saying that, Shashi. So, yeah, that's what you are supposed to do as far as avoiding communication through email, right? What is the third thing? Well, the third thing, many people forget to have a control on this particular point. This is about avoid gossiping. वाह वाह वाह, कितना मजा आता है इन लोगों के बारे में बात करने में, राइट? गली गली नुक्कड़ में, ऑफिस के इधर उधर इन लोगों के बारे में बात करने में बहुत मजा आता है. लेट मी टेल यू, रियली it is very interesting, but you have to avoid that gossiping. Rakesh is saying soft and flexible language is more supportive. Yes, science has proved that at the end of the day, the politeness of your voice helps to reduce the angerness in the other person, as well as it also helps you to calm down and have a logical response to the situation. Yes, that's very important. You're right. So we are saying that avoid gossiping. Now, when we say avoid gossiping, इसका मतलब क्या कि आपके मन में बहुत भड़ास है, निकालना है उस बंदे के अगेंस्ट में. तो ऑफिस में कोई दोस्त मिल गए, उनके साथ आप डिस्कस करना चाहते हो, अरे मालूम है ये जो बंदा है ना, ये तो मतलब बहुत डिफिकल्ट है बंदा यार, मतलब ठीक से बात नहीं करता, ये प्रॉब्लम है, वो प्रॉब्लम है, थोड़ा तेरे को बोल के थोड़ा शांति मिला. तो दैट इज कॉल्ड गॉसिपिंग, राइट? नाउ इफ यू रियली वांट टू डिस्कस अबाउट दैट पर्सन, I suggest you discuss with a friend outside work or with your family members. Normally, I will suggest don't take things to your family members, but yes, मतलब आपके family में हो सकता है a friend like person is there who is also a working person, who is also a working professional, उनके साथ share कर सकते हो. So उससे थोड़ा सा जो tension है आपके मन में, जो भड़ास है, that will come down to a certain extent. Now, why we are saying that you should avoid gossiping about others? Because दीवारों के भी कान होते हैं, and in the process you never know that when you're gossiping about somebody, that communication may go to the same person in a distorted manner, in a much aggravated manner, and it may make the situation much more difficult for you. The relationship may become much more bitter. So that's why it is suggested that gossiping मत कीजिए, although it is very tempting. बहुत tempting होता है, चलो थोड़ा gossip करते हैं, but please try to avoid, because you want to have a control on that situation. You want to deal with the difficult person successfully, right? So that's why I'm saying that. Now the fourth thing that you're supposed to do is हाँ, गुस्सा तो बहुत आता है. Try to let go your anger. Try to let go your anger. Now, when I say so, I'm also telling you that it's very natural to feel angry. वो मैं आपको वो बता रहा था regarding that मेरा जो boss है, और बहुत गुस्सा आता था. Now, since that was the initial days of my career, I didn't have the guts to confront him, to tell him something on the face, but बहुत गुस्सा आता था. मतलब there were situations wherein गुस्से में आंख से पानी भी निकल जाता था. Now, yes, so it is quite natural to feel angry. उसके लिए ऐसा मत सोचिए कि गुस्सा क्यों आ रहा है. हाँ, गुस्सा आना बहुत ही लाजमी है. It's very natural to feel anger with that situation, with that person. But at the same time, आपको ये भी याद रखना पड़ेगा कि जब आप गुस्से में रहते हो, it drains your energy. And also, आपका ब्रेन का जो कैपेसिटी होता है लॉजिकल थिंकिंग का, वो कम हो जाता है. एंड उस सिचुएशन में अगर आप रिस्पॉन्ड करते हो किसी को, 90% ऑफ द टाइम दैट रिस्पॉन्स विल बी very negative impact. It will be making negative impact in your own career also. So you need to avoid and try to calm yourself down. Yeah. So Shashi is saying somebody also may dare to mispresent gossiping. Yeah, yeah, you are right. On that gossiping point, you are very right. Sometimes some people actually misrepresent what you wanted to say. They actually उसमें थोड़ा सा कोटिंग लगा कर प्रेजेंट करते हैं आपके अगेंस्ट में. So ये थोड़ा सा आपके अगेंस्ट में जा सकता है gossiping sometimes. Now, when you are feeling angry, try to release anger to something productive. आपके जो अंदर का जो एंगर है उसको समथिंग प्रोडक्टिव में रिलीज कीजिए ना. प्रोडक्टिव का मतलब क्या होता है? मैं तो बेस्ट चीज जो मानता हूं इसमें इज डूइंग एक्सरसाइज, फिजिकल एक्सरसाइज. I personally feel that when I exercise in the morning, मेरा जो प्रीवियस डे का जो पूरा स्ट्रेस है वो स्ट्रेस निकल जाता है बॉडी से, दिमाग से वो पूरा स्ट्रेस निकल जाता है. एक्सरसाइज इज द बेस्ट थिंग. यू कैन गो फॉर ए रन, यू कैन गो फॉर ए जॉगिंग, और यू कैन गो फॉर सम हार्ड वर्कआउट. एंड उसमें आपका जो अंदर का जो गुस्सा है वो निकाल दीजिए, राइट? Take a break for a little time during and before responding anything. Yes, very, very good advice, Rakesh. Very good advice. This is a very, very useful tool that थोड़ा सा ब्रेक ले लीजिए उस सिचुएशन से, थोड़ा सा हट जाइए. मे बी ऑफिस के बाहर थोड़ा सा पैदल चल लिया 5 मिनट 10 मिनट, एक कप चाय पी लिए बाहर जाके, थोड़ा सा ब्रीदिंग एक्सरसाइज कर लिया. So there are multiple things that you can do, and I'll just tell you some of the other ways. Yes, so take a break before responding during anger. Yes, very true, Rakesh. Thank you for sharing that. Now, some of the other ways that people do is, आपने लोगों को देखा होगा कि सब पेपर को फाड़ते हुए. Yes, so that is also you can do to release your anger. If you have a paper. Now, I'll tell you what I used to do long back. आजकल नहीं करेंगे, थोड़ा सा अभी अभी मैच्योर हुए हैं, वैसा नहीं करेंगे. वो बचपना था उस टाइम में. आई स्टिल रिमेंबर. सो व्हाट आई यूज्ड टू डू, दैट बॉस दैट आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट, मैं ना उनका एक 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 इमेज बनाता था, एक पेपर में बना के घर में वॉल में चिपका देता था, और उसमें डार्ट फेंकता था. बहुत मजा आता था गुस्सा निकालने के लिए. So I don't know whether that is the right thing or not, but yes, that used to help me at that time. So whenever you are feeling anger, try to release that anger by doing something productive. थोड़ा पेंटिंग शेंटिंग कर सकते हो. अगर आप गाना सुनना अच्छा लगता है, थोड़ा गाना सुन लीजिए. गाना गाना अच्छा लगता है, थोड़ा गाना गा लीजिए. तो उससे वो जो एंगर है, you should release it. उसको होल्ड करके नहीं रखना है. The fifth thing that you are supposed to do while dealing with difficult people is maintain a list of such instances wherein this person created a difficult situation for you. Now, किस लिए ये जरूरी है? Now, अगर इक्का दुक्का केस है आपके साथ, if there are only one or two cases of difficult situation, forget it. It happens any place, anywhere. But if that difficult situation is created by this person very regularly, and it is impacting your well-being in the organization, it is impacting your performance in the organization, it is impacting your career in the organization, start keeping records and listing those instances wherein this person has created a difficult situation for you. Why it is important? कल को उस एविडेंस दिखाने का जरूरत पड़ सकता है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, अगर आप कंप्लेन करना चाहते हो regarding a person who has been a regular offender, regarding a person who has been continuously harassing you, regarding a person who has been continuously disturbing you, creating bottleneck in your path of growth in the organization. So that time organization will ask you, kahan hai proof, evidence kahan hai? So try to keep record of those situations so that it can help you to confront the management tomorrow when you want to complain about this particular person. So dosto, these are the 5 things that I wanted to share with all of you regarding how to deal with difficult people at work. Now wait. mat jaiye. There are few other things that I also want to share. So I also want you to remember these three important things when we are talking on this subject of how to deal with difficult people. पहला क्या चीज है? uh, you know that while joining an organization, आप कलीग चूज नहीं करते हो, आप बॉस चूज नहीं करते हो, राइट? वो आपको मिलता है, isn't it so? So कभी कभी डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन जब आप फेस करते हो, sometimes when you face difficult people at work, मन से एक इच्छा आती है, you feel like अरे जॉब छोड़ देते हैं, दूसरा कोई कंपनी देखते हैं, इधर तो मजा ही नहीं है काम करने का, है ना? At that time, remember that wherever you go, you are not going to choose the type of colleagues. You are not going to choose the kind of boss that you are going to have. So कब तक भागोगे? कब तक घूमते रहोगे यहाँ से वहाँ? So that's not the solution. So difficult people can be everywhere in any situation. Personal life, professional life, हर जगह में कुछ कोई ना कोई डिफिकल्ट बंदे तो आपको मिल जाएंगे, who is very difficult to deal with, difficult to talk to, difficult to work with. आपको मिल जाएंगे इस तरह के बंदे, तो ये याद रखिए. And the third thing you have to remember is that you don't have control on others, but you have control on yourself, right? आप खुद के ऊपर कंट्रोल है, दूसरे के ऊपर कंट्रोल नहीं है. आप ये नहीं कंट्रोल कर सकते हो कि दूसरा बंदा आपसे किस तरह से डील करेगा, क्या बात बोलेगा. बट क्या चीज आपके कंट्रोल में है इज हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू रिस्पॉन्ड, हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू टॉक. इट इज यू हु इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द सिचुएशन दैट you would like to create after you face a difficult situation or after you face a difficult person, right? So that's why this is so very important. Well, so Vinayak is saying, any tip to collaborate with difficult person? Well, obviously, Vinayak, collaboration happens when we talked about that how do you communicate with that person. We said that don't go for email communication. You should have a face-to-face discussion with that person, और अगर possible नहीं है, have a phone call. जब आप continuously ऐसा करते रहोगे, you will go deeper into the root cause why that person is so difficult with you. And that way, slowly, the collaboration will start happening. And as I said, it is your responsibility, remember, not the other person's responsibility to take you out from that difficult situation. It is your responsibility and accountability. So that's why you need to take the first step, right? So Shashi is saying third point is very, very important. Yes, Shashi, that third point is very important, that you don't have control on the other person, but you have control on your own. And that is the only person that you have control. और किसी के ऊपर आपका कंट्रोल नहीं है, आपके घर में भी किसी के ऊपर आपका कंट्रोल नहीं है, खाली आपके ऊपर कंट्रोल है. So remember this. Yes, so Rakesh is saying sometimes difficult people help in learning and improving the career. Need to analyze which help to improve difference between and supply. Right. Yes, कभी कभी आपको जब आप उनसे बात करते हो, आपको ये पता चलता है कि क्या नहीं करना चाहिए लाइफ में, राइट? किस तरह से डील नहीं करना चाहिए, किस तरह से बात नहीं करना चाहिए. So that's why they also teach you a lot of good lessons. So very, very well said. We learn from all situations. So friends, that's all I wanted to share with all of you. In case you think that this can help some of your colleagues, some of your friends, some of your family member, please go ahead and share this video with others. So with that, we come to the close for this week's session, and next week we will come live once again with one more topic related to your career, which will make you a better professional so that it will help you to grow in your career. Thank you for being here. Take care. Good night.